this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And what a matchup this is. Two survivors of the expanded college football playoff grind, two of the top 4 seeds when it all began. Both sides have been challenged and pushed all year and through the playoff. Now it's time to find out who can take that final step, as we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Fielded in the end zone. It's White. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
Now, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw to the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
And the Rebels come up to the line in the hurry-up. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. And the Rebels line up on 1st and 10 now.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. It's a toss play to the right. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
It's another good job here by this defense, and I think all the build-up and hype of the national championship, they really felt challenged. And right now, they're winning the line of scrimmage. They've gotten this offense to a 3rd down situation. Let's see if they can get off the field here to start the game.
Grab made by the tight end. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The Rebels move into the red zone. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And it's incomplete, even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing the screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
To throw, it's Simmons. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Caught down at the 7. The completion moves them closer to the goal line. Here we go. 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. Quick throw caught on the left side. Touchdown, Rebels. Strong game by this quarterback. In a national championship game, you can't do a better job than setting the tone immediately.
Look, it's the biggest game of the year, so you got to bring your best. An opening drive, the offense right there just did that. That's how you get this thing started.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. First down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. That's reeled in. It's Hall. Wow, juke the first tackler. That was enough to make the first down.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
First down. Looking to throw the football. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. An explosive play. They finally grab him, but the ball moves inside the 25.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Looking for his big tight end. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually, that's going to cost you.
Looking to chuck it again. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
The offense was moving well, but two incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes the catch. It's Hall. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Go to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Raiola. They finally corral him at the 1.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
First and goal now, a chance to get level after allowing the opening touchdown. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he scores! Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Extra point try coming now. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's White. And he steps out after reaching the 30. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. He hands it off from the gun. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Well, I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense going to roll the dice and go for it inside their own 40. Trying for a fourth down completion. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
It's the running back in the flat. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Now they'll run it on the toss. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Crosses the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Crosses the 10. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive. But some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
We'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? To throw, it's Raiola. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Nebraska. This quarterback on fire today. And this national championship game is now dead even, Kirk. We're going to have a fun finish here.
Yeah, maybe I'm being hopeful, but this has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these teams are matching each other at an elite level in the national championship, it's getting more advanced the further we go. I'm with you. Maybe it comes down to the wire.
Fielded in the end zone. It's White. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? The gain is 3 yards, so second and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. The pocket breaking down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
Well, I'd love to see this quarterback sit in there and take the hit. But, man, he's got to do a better job of recognizing where to go with the ball and just throw it away. You can't throw it into double coverage.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. catch hauled in here over the middle. Goes down after making the grab. That's not going to be enough for a first down.
Why in the world would the offensive coordinator and head coach decide to go for it inside their own red zone? That's a peculiar choice for this offense.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with a big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The Huskers are in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground here. He shreds the tackle. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And then first down, right back to the running game. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Wyola. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Anytime you're snapping the ball inside the 10-yard line, we always know for the quarterback the windows are tighter and they close much faster. He's got to do a better job of getting the ball out quicker to give his receiver a chance.
So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. It is intercepted. Brought down after a short return at the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass. And completion makes it second and short. Dropping back, it's Wyola. The pass rush closing in. Will he score here? And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
The Cornhuskers will line up now. It's first and goal. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
That's a design quarterback keeper. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. but they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way. And the Rebels will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance.
Check this out, a fake. They'll try to throw for it. Lets it go. The gamble pays off. They'll move the sticks.
Wow, what a call here by the coach. And how about the arm by the up man? What an impressive throw for that first down.
Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Looking to throw it again. He bought some time, now lets it go. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Looking to throw. It's Simmons. The throw complete to the running back underneath. Tackle made after the completion. Crucial third down play after that completion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They go backwards on that third down completion. Sets up a fourth down.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. The ball near midfield. The head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And here comes a deep shot. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Going the other way, can they catch him? Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Looking for the wide out. The pass is intercepted. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Anytime you see a defense sit back and cover two, the quarterback knows he's looking for short to intermediate throws. He's going to have to put something on it. It's not just the guys that are covering deep. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of so you drive that throw. Otherwise, you're going to see results like this, which are an interception.
Looking to pass. It's Simmons. And he finds his tight end for the catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring out third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And the offense will stay on the field. So far, they are 2 for 4 converting fourth down chances. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Fourth down, look at the throw for it. Looking for his big tight end. And he pulls in the catch. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. And looking to throw now on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. Touchdown, Rebels. It was a foot race, and he won it.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
Automatic in the PAT. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. This one will be fair caught. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Under heavy pressure, takes a shot as he throws the ball. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. 2nd and 10 here. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, and he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. He's going to bring up a third down play.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a punt.
And a sophomore making an impact play. The defense takes their third and final timeout to make some adjustments at the sideline. The Cornhuskers will send their punt team onto the field. Fair catch called for, but there's a flag down. We'll see what that's about. So the special teams penalty improves field position by 15 yards to start the drive. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't like that throw at all. Those windows are so tight down here. You just can't force the ball in there because it so easily can be picked off. He caught a break.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it off to begin the second half. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28. And out comes the offense set to take over here. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over it that time.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. And a nice drive going here, but now it's 3rd down and long. Dropping back, it's Simmons. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
He missed it. And after the miss, still down by 7.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They'll run it here. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught in the flat by the running back. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain in that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
That short completion sets up a 3rd down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And they heave it deep downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a 1st down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
Close to the tight end. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
I know the toss play began with a guy taking a snap. He turns around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction that where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
Snags a quick throw. In the clear at the 25. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Nebraska. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the 2nd half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational.
Check this out. It's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. How about that? The fake works, and they add 2 points. Now they get set to kick it away. the Rebels offense is back out on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. Quick throw to the quarterback off the RPO. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
That's a good job here staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
To the air, it's Simmons. Receiver makes the grab and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot.
He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice...
Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. And the wideout goes in motion. And here's the handoff. Finds room at the 30. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
The offense has a big play here, but they really put themselves in a hole on first and second down. That's why they've needed to try to play catch-up. They get some great yards there on third down, but it's still fourth down. Can they pick up the first?
He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores, it's fourth down. You've got good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ball game.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Dropping back. It's Wyola. Defense is coming after him. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Toss play, running right. Fights through the tackler. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. And the Huskers will look to convert here on fourth down. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Looking for his big tight end. This one falls incomplete. The defense makes a fourth down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Just ran away from the defense. Empty backfield now. They go for two. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he catches it for the two-point conversion. So they're back within one score. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Returner decides to fair catch this. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. With the catch, it's Hall. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Back to throw. It's Raiola. Makes a quick catch. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield. But it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
He's looking to scramble. The ball is loose. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half, really the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 42. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Now it's second down here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On third down, he drops to throw. Catch made on the out route. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening that. Spot the ball at the 22.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
He shreds the tackle.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Sticking with the running game. Powers through the tackle. And he stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
He's swarmed by the defense.
That's a good positive gain there on first and goal, and here we go. The closer you get, the tougher it gets to get the ball into the end zone. And let's face it, this is a...
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Now here comes the point after attempt. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Returner steps out of bounds at the 17. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? Quick throw over the middle. And that falls incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare. A wide-open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. It'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Well, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only is he pulled out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
First down, looking to throw the ball. He's going to take off here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield. The defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
The Huskers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a 4th quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down.
The Cornhuskers looking to cash in the red zone. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Running with purpose.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
Heads up, first snap in the red zone on this drive. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
PHC is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job.
Hey, it's the 4th quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Powers through. They get him down, but that's a solid game.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Runner takes the toss, runs to his left. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. An inside give now from the shotgun. Fights through a tackle. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Chris, what I love here is just a vision by the running back. Showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
1st and goal, handoff. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Offense facing 2nd and goal.
what, anything at this point in the game, when you get down to first and goal, you get positive yards, that's a good thing. Now, what will they do here on second goal? They spread this defense out, try to create some one-on-one matchups.
And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
I don't know if there's much more he could have done on that play. Sometimes it's not necessarily a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. It's the defense just does a nice job at the line of scrimmage, and they make a play.
They'll try to run this one in. Touchdown, Ole Miss. This offense really clicking.
Well, that combination of size and speed gets him into the end zone to tie this game up, Chris. Here we are in the national championship, and these guys are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Looking downfield, it's Simmons. And he'll be brought down. They went for two and the lead, but now still trail by one. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And they've got the recovery. The offense goes right back to work now. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the offense will just take a knee. And the defense will take time out to stop the clock. 20 seconds remaining. Getting set. Here's second down. They'll hand it off. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And a timeout taken now by the defense. 15 seconds to play. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Here comes a handoff. Through the defender. Finding space at the 20. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. With the last team standing on the top of the mountain, Kirk, national champion.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Nebraska Cornhuskers.